AMC to moon or not to moon? That is the question. Welcome back, everybody. It is Coinage Talks here, coming at you with another one. Currently it is Wednesday 15th 2025. Taking a look at AMC market close. Here we ended at $2.83. So what I'm going to be going over this video, I'll be going over the charts right here, how I think it's going to play out based on the setup that we currently have. And on the second part of the video, I'll be going over the moon, these moon phases, and talking a little bit about that, looking at prior squeezes and where we could potentially be moving forward. So before getting started, just want to mention none of this is financial advice, only for entertainment purposes only, just here on the charts, having fun, just showing you from my perspective. So okay, so on my previous video I had mentioned that it was on a Friday, it was on Saturday close when I made that video. I did say that we potentially could be dropping, grabbing some liquidity, and then shifting to this upside. And then what I wanted to see is some consolidation around this area above the 305. However, we didn't get that. So we're currently in an area right here where a lot of buyers would be interested. And as I stated in my last video, when the market makers, when they're giving you a good opportunity to buy, you have to ask the question why. Now let's take a look here. Let me get my pen tool here. Okay, so right here we had, buyers would be interested. Right here, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. And so that's a lot. I mean, that's a strong support area where buyers would be interested. Now, why is the market maker giving such a good opportunity in this area to buy? Well, the way I think it's going to play out is this purple bar zone area is still very much on the table. It's still valid now that what I've seen, what the cards have played out into this point. So just really quick, I'm gonna jump over to the 4-hour time frame because I just want to kind of show you this bearish sentiment that we have going on here. So we know that on the 4-hour time frame, 2 bars covers 1 day. So 2 bars is 1 day. So our first 4 hours that we got today, we got a very strong rejection off of this 50 moving average, this orange one. It actually, it didn't make it to the 100 moving average, but you could see it strongly rejected and made a hammer candle. Very strong rejection. Second candle, same thing, even just another hammer candle, and it's just very, very bearish sentiment. So this is actually not a bad thing. So towards later on the video, I'm gonna go over the previous squeezes and why this actually could be a setup for the squeeze. So I'm going to jump back over to the 15-minute time frame. I just wanted to show you how bearish it's looking right now. So going back to this 5 different areas where buyers would be interested. So what I believe is that the market makers want to grab as much liquidity as they can before going up. So take out the buyers before the buy. So for example, let's say you wanted to get a head start. Well, if you're in class, you tie your classmates' shoes, and then you say go, and boom, you'll be off, and your classmates will be left behind. So that's what I think the setup is. So now what I want to see is, or what I think is going to happen, is this purple area. We could see some movement to the downside. Take out, the people that have their stop orders. That I think this area, I know for a fact there's a lot of sell stops in this area. So what I'm thinking is we're actually gonna continue moving downward, and then around this area we're gonna actually break below this trend line that has been, this wedge pattern that has been forming for a very, very long time. And if you look all the way to my left, there's more than likely, there's probably some style stops right here, all the way even down there. So what I would like to see is it continue to, come down over here, grab liquidity, and then bounce, and then just shoot to the moon after that. That's what we could potentially be setting up for. So October 21st is the new moon, so that's around this area. The first quarter moon is, I forget exactly what day it is. It's the next week after, but so somewhere around there. So, pretty soon we're gonna be breaking out of this wedge pattern, but I think we're gonna get a fake out to the low and then squeeze to the upside. So this bar, I'm actually gonna bring it down a little bit to this liquidity over here on the left. So now I'm gonna move this. Whoops. Let's undo that. I'm gonna move this something like this. I'm actually gonna bring this lower. Something like this is what I would like to see play out. Some fake out to the low, and then, squeeze to the upside. So now I'm actually gonna go to the second part of the video where I'll be going over these moon phases. So I'm gonna go down to the 4-hour time frame, or back to the 4-hour time frame. I just want to show this before I show the squeezes. If you look at this area here, this is the third quarter moon, and if you see the previous, this is the 1 hour now. I just want to show this before I show the squeeze plays, but we had a movement to the downside right here. Third quarter moon, movement to the downside. Right here, movement to the downside. And then again right here. So it's been doing that consistently, but again, I think we're still going to have some movement to the downside. But yeah, so let's just go to the, I just thought I'd show that before I show these squeeze plays. So again, like on my last video, I'm going to go over this area, but this time I'm going to touch a little bit more with the moon phases. So right here, so first off, for the people that don't know, typically when it's a full moon, the market's kind of on the lower area, and the new moon is it's like on the higher area. You could think of it as, the full moon being heavy, it weighs down the market, new moon being light, and then it moves up. And you could just see this over and over. Right here, for example, full moon, and then new moon up here. But when these squeezes happen, it's almost like the opposite happens, or it takes a little bit a while. See, right here was up, went down, and then it squeezed. And see, if you look at this area, it looks the same as how it looks now. With this third quarter moon, it went down. New moon goes back up, and then see how bearish this looks. This is a 4-hour candle, and I want you to just take note of this. Strong rejection, 50 EMA. Another strong rejection here on the 50 EMA. So, like, a lot of times, it's almost like you have to, it's almost like the opposite, that you got to do. It's like the market makers, they work really hard to get you in the wrong position. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that. I'm going to go all the way back over here to where it squeezed, the big squeeze that happened back in 2021. So here we go. See, something similar, just bearish. You got the new moon fade right here, or it went all the way down. You got your third quarter moon, your new moon right here. I'm trying out this tap feature. I don't know. I'm just testing it out. But so here's the new moon. Literally like a few days after, or like a week after, then it's squeezed. So I think we are setting up something similar. I don't think it would go this high, but because this was before the dilution. Same thing right over here. A lot of bearish sentiment. Third quarter moon right here. Went down, bearish sentiment. Come the new moon. Few days after, squeeze. Right here. Then we had the big squeeze. So I thought I'd just bring the attention to you guys on that, and just to reiterate, the new moon, the first quarter moon, a lot of times they are the tops. So you just got to be careful and, make sure you take your profits when it's really high up here. Look at this, the new moon. First quarter moon right here, tanked. New moon, tank. Same thing right here. See, I think they use the moon because they know it affects our mood. And, they use that against us, retail traders. So right now with all this bearish sentiment, the government shutdown, the AMC possible dilution on December 10th, where we shareholders get to vote. There's all this sentiment, and then bearish sentiment to get retail sellers to sell. But I just say just hold strong. None of this is financial advice, but yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you guys. I'm going to fast forward to where we are currently at again, just to show you. It's looking a bit similar to where it has done in the past, with this third quarter moon starting to drop, bearish sentiment. And, this wedge pattern has been forming for a very long time. So definitely, this is positive. I see this as being something positive. They've really been waiting a long time. That way, the impatient, they're having that urge to sell. And, I'm hodling. I don't know about you, but I'm hodling. Well, I hope you like this video. Thank you guys again for my new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed if you still haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, as I'm starting to post content Wednesdays and Saturdays, just giving an update for this Squueze run up. So go ahead and subscribe, hit that like, comment, share. God bless, and see you on the next one. Peace.